selling these little 1 rupee, 2 rupee sachets of shampoos and toothpaste and the soaps. They have figured the way out. Telecom guys have figured a way out, because the prepaid is the one which, if telecom thing still remained a postpaid, it would not have happened the way it has happened. The 400 million users that we talked about, they talk about 500 million. That's not true. It'll be about 250, 300. That's all the prepaids. You would have got 10 of them. They count all 10, by the way. That's the reason why they say 500 million. They made it because they changed the business plan a little. They tweaked it. They said, okay, this is something called a prepaid is there. So somebody walks in, does it. So they have no more interactions with that person. And you just sell it, the person uses it till such time it works. Okay, theoretically they offer a customer service, theoretically, and you guys call it, I'm sure it won't work. So there are few people have figured out a way of doing it. They were still, I would still not call them social enterprises. The Hindustan Levers and the Airtels of the world. So there are people who come with that mask of social enterprise is the microfinance guys. Actually, it has been glorified to be they are the saviors of our society. You know how much interest they charge? 25%. All governments want to give credit, central government, state governments, to the farmers and all those have-nots at 3% to 12%. 12% is the max. These guys at a 25% minimum. And I asked them, because I also looked at some of them for investment purpose, we as funds to invest into them. I asked them, why is it you guys are charging 25% interest? He says it costs us 12%. It costs us 12% of the margin to pay for ourselves. So most of these companies again started by the MITs, Harvards again. So the aspirations are very high. Somehow right now it is kicking in, it's happening. But there are some, as soon as the credit gets extended a little bit to these have-nots at that 3%, in Andhra Pradesh it has happened. When YSR was alive, he said that we will give the credit at 3% and 12% kind of, that's the range. And all of a sudden these microfinance guys found it to be difficult. So they also, I personally feel that it is not a social enterprise. But anyway, there's some business that's happening there. So now if you guys want to do, I come to the point now, if any of you say that I want to do it, if you say no, I think I want to look at like C.K. Prahalad says that in the bottom of the pyramid, and all that. Yes, the market is there. For some things, when you figure it out, some things do happen. But if you are starting a new one, unless there is that, the bigger picture, more than a bigger picture, I say something that where you say, fine, I'm not expecting the same kind of money as somebody who's coming from them, or I'm not looking at this as primarily a money activity, or I don't mind waiting 5-10 years before this actually happens. There are lots of opportunities around there. But you need to build those things from bottom up. So which one of you can figure that thing out? That is the one which is going to change the way these businesses are run. Any of you guys, you will figure it out of the way to build bottom-up model. That means you are not recruiting people from IIMs or ISBs or IITs. But you are there, few of you will be there as a course team. And that happens, by the way. I'm not trying to say that. And when we built it with nothing. So 3-4 of us, when we came together, we didn't pay for ourselves for a very long time because we didn't have money to pay for ourselves. So, but luckily, we got lucked out after in subsequent years. So if you can figure out a way of doing it from the way they do it now in the villages. So it's not that our villages are deprived of certain things. Yeah, there are few areas, yes, they are deprived, but not everywhere. Things reach out to them today for everything. All consumer goods reach out to them somehow. All the telecom things reach out to them. Banking not yet, but that's also coming around. The Fino kind of guys are through the mobile and other using technology, they're able to reach out to them. So if you can figure it out, a way of building a bottom-up enterprise, then you would have cracked that one. So some of us have looked at it. That's, I do few things in a more, because now I don't have to pay for myself. So what I do is I do get some few people together at that level. Only thing is my time, fine, I could have spent the same time somewhere else trying to make more money, or give my time, I got delayed coming here because I went to about 100 kilometers from here. So I was going in the fields and all that there. So that time when I do it on a Saturday or something, I'm not putting a value for that. If I put a value, then I get to the same problem again. So there I'm saying, okay, fine, now I'm okay, I don't need that kind of money. So we're trying to build those things around. And this particular example I want to give it to you. Still we are not yet successful, but I want to tell you this. In India, if you just go out of this place, a big challenge that we face is that people, you see them on the roads and all that, they're all skinny. You know why it is? Can you please tell me why these guys are skinny? They're doing a lot of exercise or... Sorry? Absolutely. They don't get to eat enough calories, enough nutrition in that one. And you know how much it costs to just have a nutritious meal? 1,500 rupees a month. Now there are many people who get paid only 1,500 rupees or 2,000 rupees. Where the hell they have it? And they have families, some of them have, children, wife and all that. So it's a big challenge that's out there. So we've been looking at the models again there. We're saying that, no, I think every enterprise, when you employ somebody, you should think of doing 5,000 rupees as a minimum thing. Indian government has a minimum wage that is around that 3,600, 4,000 rupees. But we say 5,000 rupees. And people can have a meal where 10 rupees breakfast, 20 rupees lunch, 20 rupees dinner kind of thing. Totally about 50 rupees it costs per month, about 1,500 rupees there. So we're trying to build these models. How do we get moving? And also see that if this same thing can be delivered, which I was talking about, this breakfast, lunch, dinner kind of thing, with a choice. Most of these guys, if you go, I walked into somebody, they were just eating lunch. I just walked there. And I said, what are you eating? The person is eating, I said, it's lunchtime, what are you eating? Rice and sambar. So dinner, okay, what are you eating? Rice and sambar. So breakfast, what are you eating? Rice and some michi kind of thing in that, some karam. That's the way it is. What do we want?